Hi, I'm Shane, and if you've never seen me before, on TikTok, I read my high school diary entries 35 years to the day they were written. Friends and followers, you know that we are closing in on the end of this journey. Graduation is in early June, so we've got a couple of months left before we close it out. In your comments frequently, and of course sometimes I've answered those comments, you have asked for updates on various people, kind of a where are they now, or where did they go from there, kind of just like a life summary. To that end, can you comment on this video with characters, people, my friends, that you would like to have those updates on? For now, let's just leave it to people. I think I'll do another post later where I ask if there are any storylines you want wrapped up or plot points that are left untied that you want tied. Now I do want to take a minute to address something that has plagued so many of you, the question of why my parents made me break up with Dean. As I've said in several comments, there was no one incident. It wasn't like they found out that he had held up a 7-Eleven and I had never found out and they made me break up with him because of that. It was just, I think, an accumulating series of events and changes in me that they witnessed, and they thought this was the best decision for all of us, really. My high school dating history also did Dean absolutely no favors. If you've been following for a long time, you may recall that my two previous serious high school boyfriends both went to Notre Dame. Both of them were super high achievers, very engaged with athletics, community activities, the arts, music, things like that. They were super duper go-getters. And Dean just wasn't that. He was a very good musician, a very good artist, but he wasn't anybody that was gonna win, an award from the mayor. He was smart, but he wasn't a good student. He was gently escorted out of Marist. He ended up, I don't think I ever addressed this in the books, he ended up going to Curie and had a successful end to his high school career there. I think the thing that was most concerning my parents, and when I look back at the notebooks now, from an adult perspective, I can see it as well, were the changes that were being brought about in me. Those changes were certainly gradual, but when you see someone every day, you kind of watch things like that unfold. And I think they saw me being sidetracked from working toward things that I wanted to achieve, toward fulfilling dreams that I had for myself. And instead I was busy mending and caring for and fixing or attempting to fix others, and not just Dean. Within that friend group, there was a lot of emotional entanglement that was overwhelming at times. It was interesting to me going through the notebooks to do the videos that right before they told me that they wanted me to stop seeing all of those people, including Dean, I had been to Theater Fest with my high school theater pals. We had gone down to see the All-State show, and Molly was the lead in The Wish. She was spectacular. And writing about that, I kept mentioning how free I felt and how unencumbered I felt. And that really struck me, especially knowing what was coming when I got back after that weekend, that my parents would say, this has to change. It was a super hard decision for them. I have absolutely no doubt about that. If you recall all of the negotiations that followed, if this many people, if that many people, if one person, if this, if that, can I go? Can I be with this group, that person, etc. They wanted me to be happy for sure. And I think they took steps to see that would happen. Obviously, it was super, super hard for me. In the current notebook, we are still in the thick of that, negotiating how I fit into Dean's life and how he fits into mine, if at all. We were certainly super connected, and I did not want to lose him as a friend, as a confidant, as any of that. I think my parents were probably right. It was at that time a very fraught relationship. It was wearing on me, and I wasn't myself. And they wanted to kind of restore their daughter to who they knew she was. So that's that. That's the whole story there. Like I said, comment on this video with people who you want updates on when it all wraps up. All right, see y'all tomorrow.